Now that we've spoken about distribution, let's talk about the next thing, which is actually kind of linked to distribution, but it's also mostly marketing, which is picking the right spot in which you're going to market your music at. So when we talk about marketing, we're not only just talking about picking the right platforms. As I said, the Instagram and the TikToks and the Facebooks or the YouTubes have a different algorithm for sharing content to your audiences and their audiences, right? So they want to make sure that, their audiences get a good value for money, or their audiences get good value when they're on the platform. So you really have to understand which platform works best for your type of content. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about that, because I think you can find more resources on exactly how to operate in each field. And we're also going to be having people to teach you how to operate in those fields as well. So make sure you join the community again, so we actually plug you into the right sources of the right experts who are able to tell you specifically how to work in each market, in each platform, to market your music a lot better. One of the most important things that you have to learn about marketing your music in this day and age is figuring out exactly who you are marketing to. So again, it's not so much just about saying, oh, I'm just on the platform and people are going to see me. You got to go a step beyond that and say, okay, do I understand the avatar, right? The person who I'm marketing to. What do they look like? Where are they? What do they enjoy doing? Who are they? Who are they with? What kind of music are they listening to? Once you understand these things, then now you can actually craft all your music and all your visuals and all your ads and everything you do from an event, from a live perspective and from a digital perspective to cater specifically to that audience, right? So when you're thinking about marketing, think about this issue as well of, okay, how am I going to now reach that specific audience in that specific place that I want to get to? In marketing, you've got to really understand the psychology of your buyer and your end user. What are they doing? When are they doing it? Where are they? You'll be surprised. I've heard artists say to me, T, I've been surprised. I've been putting my music out in China and my music's been doing much better in China. And you're like, whoa, China? How? I'd have never thought of that, right? So you got to think outside the box all the time and think to yourself, man, there's many ways in which you as an artist can actually get yourself there, the right place. Now you got to do a lot of trial and error to figure this out sometimes, but it's really worth really spending some time to think on which audience is listening to your music and where they're listening to it from. Right? So marketing is super important. Again, we're going to be having calls with you guys to teach you more in depth about marketing. I also say that when you're talking about marketing, right, you want to also look at how you bring people in. So you're watching this video right now, you're probably watching it on our app, which is free for you guys to access. That's what we call a lead generation tool, right? I've allowed you to access this course for free, but while I'm accessing it, I'm giving you value. And at the same time, I've captured your information. I'm also now going to send other cool stuff to you, which hopefully you're going to like and take on board as well. Right? So I'm bringing you into my world first by giving you something of value. Then I'm saying to you, hey, if you like this, you like this other stuff as well. The likelihood that you're going to check out the other stuff is very high. I don't just start off by asking you for stuff. No one ever walks up to a store, sees something for the first time and says, I've never seen that before, but I'm going to spend $50 on it. This doesn't happen. Most people's mindset is going to go, I've never seen that before, but I'd like to try it. But if it was free, I'll try it. That's where you need to start. So we often start off with saying, start off your audience on a free download. Hey, just follow our music. Follow me on this platform. On 7th Century Music, when somebody follows you, you get their data, right? When somebody downloads your music, you get their data and their information as well. So you can now do another thing and say, hey, if you like this stuff, you will like this stuff as well. And then you do exactly what I'm doing with you here, right? You jump on a call with them, have a coffee with me, virtually or in person, wherever they are. That's what I wanted you to think about marketing. Again, marketing is super important. It's more about understanding the psychology. I can't really go over it on one small video. We're going to be doing more long courses on this, but this is super important and super key for you to understand as well.